Nashville is the home of country music, Memphis the birthplace of rock and roll. But to find the home of the blues, you need to head off the beaten track, to Mississippi. In a land made fertile by the mighty Mississippi River, blues evolved from the farmland along the river.
The blues started out in cotton fields, and people working in those cotton fields, they would sing. We call them field holler. Great work songs, great work rhythms. That was actually birth of the blues.
I'm in Mississippi as part of a journey across America by Land Rover using only dirt roads. There's no better way to find the real America, a place where fast food and chain stores have failed to homogenize the landscape. En route, it's quiet in the backwoods of Mississippi near Tupelo, where Elvis grew up. But there's a tangible vibe coming from the region, where modern music was born. My destination? Clarksdale, home of the Mississippi Delta Blues and home to movie superstar and blues club owner Morgan Freeman, who's given up living in the big city for life in the Delta.
If you say, I've never been to Mississippi, I said, well, you should come. It's one of the warmest places in the world. People are very hospitable and warm, and I find that when people come, they remark on that. I'm really drawn to this. Grass, trees, not so much asphalt.
Freeman was born in Memphis but grew up in Mississippi. He's been immersed in blues since he was a child.
This is the home of the traditional blues.
Few original bluesmen survive. One is Super Chicken. We find him recording at the Clarksdale soundstage.
I was born into it. It was inherited. They used to have what they call front porch parties. And somebody be sitting on the porch playing the guitar while there'll be a yard full of kids and people out there dancing and drinking and what have you. And the old people would sit on the porch and play, and they what they call a front porch party. I'm 62 years old, and I'm one of the last of the originals. Now, this is the original Delta blues. The blues started migrating. The sound changed, the ways of it changed, but the original Delta sound is still here, and I've had people laugh at it and talk about it, said, you're still stuck on that old 12-bar blues. Well, that's the root of what you're doing. I was born in Mississippi, moved to Tennessee, spent a lot of time in Arkansas, where am I from, y'all? I'm from Mississippi, Arkansas. Yeah, we have a lot of fun. Come on, go down there with me, y'all.
Blues went global thanks to the British.
I think that was in the 70s when the Rolling Stones got going, and also the Beatles in the 60s, and they all acknowledged these old blues masters that came out of this area. So that was the beginning, I think, of the recognition of this area for the blues.
In the 80s and 90s, Clarksdale was in danger of becoming a musical dinosaur, but the new mayor of Clarksdale and friend of Freeman's, Bill Luckett, saw potential in a marriage of Hollywood star and the blues.
We would see people in Clarksdale, with backpacks and sandals, tourists, and the universal question generally was, where can we hear some blues? So that's when we decided to build a blues club, and it has done what we thought it would do. It caught on. You can go into Ground Zero on any weekend night and find people from almost anywhere.
Freeman and Bill's club has become a mecca for music fans and musicians.
Bernie Morrison's been coming here. Robert Plant has been coming here. All these British bands, they come to the States, they want to come and play here. Every once in a while, a music great will just slip into town quietly, unannounced. I've been told Elvis Costello's down here. I've heard that 3 times. He sneaks in and out. Dan Aykroyd's come in. Paul Simon's come by but was not allowed to get in because we were doing a TV shoot. The list just goes on and on.
Times are tough in Clarksdale, but having the man who played God intervening in the city's fate could be the best thing for the city since the Stones, or the Beatles, found the blues.
We have a business, and it's around the blues. And it's to our benefit to sell the blues. And in selling the blues, we're selling Clarksdale. And in selling Clarksdale, we're selling Mississippi.